Thank you, Preppy, for creating an exciting, learn at your own pace medical billing and coding course. It was super helpful to have support as well with the learning module system, that learner support, so that way any questions I had, you guys were always great at answering them. So just thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for your congratulations as I just completed the course. I really appreciate all of the support that you all offered me throughout the past, 10, 11 months it took me to finally complete this course. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, my name is Michelle. I'm 30 years old and I currently live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I enrolled in Preppy's medical billing and coding certification program, and I first enrolled in it back last November, so November of 2024. I am currently an athletic trainer, and that's still my primary role, my primary job, but I was interested in potentially getting a part-time job and/or finding a career path that would allow me to have the flexibility to work from home in the future. With athletic training, the hours can be very long and a little bit unpredictable, a little bit inconsistent. So I was looking for potentially, down the road, wanting to kind of settle down, have something a little bit more stable, but with the flexibility to be able to work from home, which is why I thought taking Preppy's medical billing and coding class would be a great fit for me. Before enrolling in Preppy, I took a couple of months, maybe 3 or 4 months, to do some research about what medical billing and coding would entail, what a preparation program to take one of the certification exams would entail. And as I was doing that, I found a bunch of different options online. All of them tended to be fairly expensive. And so when I found Preppy's program, I was like, this is the most cost-effective of the programs. It was self-paced. They sent you all the books. And so it just seemed like the best fit for me. There were also really good reviews from Contempo Coding, who I follow on YouTube, so I would watch her videos. She spoke highly of Preppy's program and how well it would prepare whoever took that course for the certification exam. And so that's why I enrolled. The top 3 things I loved about Preppy were, 1, the learning module system that we used had the opportunity for me to then reach out to the learning support system, and the learning support system was fantastic. Anytime I had questions about the books, like the physical books, or just the content or next steps and what to do after I finished each of the modules. And even once I completed the course, I still continued to reach out to the learning support system, and I would always get a response within 24 hours. So that was by far one of the best things that I loved about the Preppy course. The second thing is I really loved the learn at your own pace. That was helpful for me because I have a really busy job, and so there would be periods of time where I wouldn't have any free time to do the billing and coding, but I could kind of cram in a bunch of lessons on the weekends. So it was nice that it was self-paced. I also really appreciated all of the practice quizzes and then the final exams that we had at the end of each of the units as well, just to really make sure that I knew the information and it helped give me that practice before taking the certification exam. So those were the top 3 things that I loved about Preppy's program. Preppy prepared me for the AAPC CPC exam. And it prepared me because with every few chapters, there was always a chapter quiz, and then there was always the unit exam at the very end of each of the sections. And so between the practice quizzes that it had along with the exams, those really helped prepare me. But also the assignments that we had to do with each of the modules, those assignments were super helpful because it was just further practice of me being able to look up codes, identify codes, read scenarios and figure out how best to code the scenarios that I was given. And so that was how Preppy prepared me for the AAPC CPC exam. The Preppy course did a fantastic job of giving me practical experience of learning the steps to medical billing and coding. I personally, though, am still just a little bit hesitant about being job ready just because I've never had a job as a medical biller or coder. But I do plan on doing the externship experience. And I'm hoping that with the externship experience, then I will feel a lot more job ready to be able to be confident going into the workforce. But I did appreciate that Preppy also worked with Campus Ed and allowed me to practice like making a resume and gaining badges to show that I do have knowledge in the field of medical billing and coding to make me job ready. I would recommend Preppy to anyone who's interested in taking a course on maybe a subject matter they're not super familiar with. I had no previous knowledge of medical billing or coding, and so I would recommend Preppy to anyone who just wants to learn something new, like I did, who wants something that's self-paced, something they can do from home, and provide them greater job flexibility in the future. Thank you, Preppy, for creating an exciting, learn at your own pace medical billing and coding course. It was super helpful to have support as well with the learning module system, that learner support, so that way any questions I had, you guys were always great at answering them. So just thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for your congratulations as I just completed the course. I really appreciate all of the support that you all offered me throughout the past, 10, 11 months it took me to finally complete this course. So thank you, thank you, thank you.